So they got this freeway in Georgia, Atlanta, I-85, which collapsed. It burnt. You know, it caught fire. It collapsed. It's too much structural damage. The fire like melted the beams or melted the steel, and it. How do I say this? It caused a lot of problems during Atlanta rush hour on I-85, and it backed up traffic bad. And I seen some YouTube videos, and there was like one guy who was shooting video, and he's like, "Oh my God, it's fucking hot! It's fucking hot!" You know. Yeah, melted steel. That shit's gonna be hot. This fire was started by a fucking meth head, a fucking crackhead, meth head, whatever, living under the overpass. To think that this damn thing was started by a meth head lighting a meth pipe and the fire got out of control. I guess there's some people living under the overpass or whatever, some crackheads. Crackhead lives matter, right? Lighting their meth pipe. I don't know if they dropped it or whatever, and the fire. I don't know how the hell the damn. Maybe they're in a camper, like in a tent, and they dropped it in their tent, and the tent caught fire, and it just got out of control. And I don't know how the fuck do you burn down a structure like that? I mean, to think that they said 3 crackheads were arrested, or meth heads, or whatever the term they used. I wonder why 3 of them. I don't know if it was deliberate. Like Crackhead Joe and Meth Head Mac said, "Okay, you know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna burn down the fucking overpass. How about that? We're gonna gridlock traffic. We're gonna make the freeway collapse." As they're living in their tents underneath the freeway. You know what I mean? I'm trying to understand this one, you know? How does a fucking meth head start a fire under the overpass and burn down a fucking overpass? It started with a meth pipe or whatever. How the fuck is this possible? I mean, if a meth head, think about it. If a meth head can start a fire and burn down a fucking freeway and disrupt the lives of thousands of Atlanta people, Georgians, Atlanteans, whatever they call themselves, Atlantis, whatever. If a meth head can do that, imagine what So Slob 187, So James can do with him and his parakeet. I think that So Slob 187 started the fire in his apartment. I think that's what I think. I think he did. I'm saying if a meth head, a crackhead, can do such damage, imagine what So Real James, the job that he can do. By collecting, just sitting in his apartment making Call of Duty videos, watching Walking Dead, and collecting SSI from the state of Tennessee. Imagine that. Imagine that. Ain't it wonderful the way things work, you know? I mean, I'm not saying wonderful. I'm not saying it's wonderful that this happened. I'm just saying, ain't it crazy the way things work? That a meth head lights a meth pipe under an overpass, and now it affects thousands of people. They can't get to work on time because traffic is fucked now. You ever been to Atlanta? I've been to Atlanta. I got relatives that live there, around that area. I'm telling you, man, the traffic is horrible there. The traffic is beyond fucking biblical horrible. But the way I see it, God has His way of punishing people, and God has His way of getting back at people. I think that God punished. I think this is God's way of punishing CNN, because CNN headquarters in Atlanta. I think this is God's way of punishing CNN for distributing fake news. So now this is God's way of punishing CNN. So now the reporters or whatever can't get to work on time. And if they can't get to work on time, they can't distribute their fake news. Because CNN is headquartered out of Atlanta. This is God's way of saying, ha ha ha, I got you now. This is God's way of getting back at CNN for distributing fake news. Just like God's way of, getting back at the LGBTQ community for years of bashing and taking down Christian bakeries, and years of condemning God and condemning Jesus and bashing us Christians because we support traditional marriage. So then the Orlando massacre happened. Just like God's way of when Katrina happened in New Orleans. On the morning that Katrina happened, the hurricane in 2005, on the morning that happened, there was supposed to be a gay pride parade in downtown New Orleans. You didn't know that, did you? There was. On the morning that Katrina happened, on the morning that the hurricane struck, there was supposed to be a gay pride parade in downtown New Orleans that day. God works in mysterious ways. I'm telling you, God used His power. I mean, look at the movie Pulp Fiction, where John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson should have died. God came in and stopped those motherfucking bullets. With that guy hiding behind, in the bathroom with his hand cannon. God came down, He put that overpass down, and He stopped CNN workers from going to work so they can't distribute fake news. He is risen. Amen. But anyway, that's the video. A meth head starts a fire with a fucking meth pipe. It's crazy. Anyway. Gong king gang gang gong.